Hello and welcome to episode 2 of my UC Vanguard campaign playthrough. We are dealing with the mission Delivering Devils. If you watched episode 1, you'll know what we've been up to. We cleared out the first 2 quests. We were given 2, which are Delivering Devils and Deep Cover. Delivering Devils continues the UC Vanguard campaign, but if you want to do the Crimson Fleet, then go and do Deep Cover. We'll be doing that one later on. So, for Delivering Devils, we are on Mars, where we have gone to Cydonia. Hadrian has asked that we find Percival Walker so that he can do the analysis on the Terramorph sample we found. So we'll pick the quest up and off we go. Welcome to Cydonia.
The miner's pretty much run.
Outpost in a mountain. And we're going into the Trade Authority. Ah, I see. We're going behind the Trade Authority. Around here.
Sometimes it feels like
There we go. Let's just make a quick save, because you never know.
there'd be no UC. Had it been Mars.
And we're speaking to Octai Enbayar. I'm getting very good at butchering names, and I'm sure I absolutely destroyed that one.
Invoices can be collected from the... Oh. Not here for a delivery, are you?
Okie dokie, 2 options. I was told a man named Walker works here. Vanguard Captain, I need Percival Walker's help investigating a troubling discovery. Let's just go to the top one.
Worked. Past tense. Dr. Walker hasn't been employed here for some time now.
Uh-huh.
A shame, too. We had such high hopes for Percival. I brought him on myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city. Not the sort of work the Trade Authority traditionally does. But we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch.
Figures.
I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue. I presume the miners have him hidden somewhere. Plenty of cracks on this old rock. But at this point, it's probably for the best.
Okie dokie. 4 options. I can try and track him down for you. You don't sound particularly interested in finding him. What sort of discipline issue are we talking here? Or why would the miners hide him? Well, my guess would be because they want free medical care, but let's find out what discipline issue it was.
Dr. Walker decided to start brewing and selling his own pharmaceuticals to our customers below cost.
You mean he acted like a doctor?
Something his contract expressly forbade. As such, we requested our cut of the profits and began garnishing his salary. Perhaps a little too severely, but well within legal limits. It was around then that he ran off, abandoning his duty and his unpaid accounts.
I already don't like you. Well, I need to find him, so we'll go with the top one, so I can try and track him down for you.
That won't be necessary. The Trade Authority isn't interested in employing someone so unreliable.
Mm-hmm.
But we would like the money he owes us. If you can convince him to pay his debts, we'd be most grateful.
Now that is the Trade Authority through and through, all about the money. Righty-ho, 3 options. I'm not your bill collector, you just need to know how to find... I just need to know how to find him. I'll see what I can do, just tell me where he was last seen, and how much does he owe. I am curious, so let's find out how much he owes.
Why? Feeling charitable? I don't recall the exact figure off the top of my head, but with the interest it's accrued, I believe it's something substantial. So if you were able to find him and convince him to clear his accounts, you would have our honest gratitude.
Okay. Well, that was vague and pointless. Let's just go with where was he last seen?
Wonderful.
I suggest paying a visit to the Sixth Circle, what I suppose is technically a bar on the lowest level of the city. If anyone knows where Percival is, the miscreants there would. But I would urge caution. They're not a group known for their hospitality.
Okie dokie. Time to go and hit a bar. Where are we going? Elevator. Bottom floor. I get the feeling like I've probably just jumped. I could have. Never mind, we're here now.
Broken Spear's upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar's for devil's vets and their kin.
Is it me, or does he look an awful lot like Commander Tuala? Okay, 4 options. Easy now, I'm Vanguard. Heard you might know where Percival Walker is. Hadrian Tanon sent me. I'm looking for a man named Walker. And what if I like drinking around morons? Then can I drink here? And Devils, what are you talking about? I'm going for the third option. Got to, just to see how he reacts.
The hell you just say to me? I gotta...
Andy, sit down.
Yes, Andy,
You-
sit down.
Don't appreciate some stray wandering into my bar, harassing my patrons. Even the ones I should have cut off 2 drinks ago. Now spit out what you want, or march.
Let's go with the top one. We're looking for Walker.
Doc Walker? You're barking up the wrong...
Hey, enough. And you, why don't you come over here, Captain?
Yogi.
Stray topsider wanders into my bar, asking after a man like Percival Walker. Raises questions. What do you want with him?
Lots and lots of options. We can do a Starborn one. This is probably only available if you've gone around once already and you're in New Game Plus. I know you're hiding Walker. I'll deal with his debt if you put us in contact. The more traditional responses are, I'm on official Vanguard business, I need him to look into something. I'm making a delivery for Hadrian Sanon. Look, I even have proof she sent me. And Terramorphs might be threatening the galaxy, and I need Percival's help to stop them. We'll go with the Vanguard.
So? Well, Captain, then you should have no problem answering a few simple questions about the Vanguard, right? Like knowing, for example, what Supra et Ultra means. You remember?
Oh, I knew I should have paid
Vanguard
attention.
Motto? I see. And tell me, what grade was it you got on your entrance exam? A, C, D+?
Options. I did well enough to pass. We could lie and say you're looking at a straight A student. The Vanguard entrance isn't graded like that, or I honestly don't remember. I'm going to go with the third one.
That is right. All right, Captain. Maybe you are who you say you are. But look, even if I decided I was going to help you get in contact with Dr. Walker, Percival made himself scarce for a reason. His debt to the Trade Authority. But if someone resolved that debt, well, Percival wouldn't have to hide anymore. Can bet that person would make a friend out of Percival, and the rest of us devils. I'm always inclined to help a friend.
Okay. I'll see if I can get rid of the debt. And how would you suggest I go about clearing Percival's name? And you said you and Percival were devils. What do you mean? That's clearly something to do with Mars. Let's go with the top one. I'm curious how much he owes.
That's good to hear. Now, you want my opinion? The most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the authority and pay him direct, if you've got credits to throw away. Of course, rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server inside their storeroom. If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred credits, I'd be happy to cover the costs. And one soldier to another. Sidonia's full of old utility tunnels and crawl spaces. Wouldn't be surprised if there was one that let out right into the authority storeroom. Say, with an entrance behind the bar at the Broken Spear. Ooh, and you might need these. Now, what say you get out there and help Dr. Walker?
Subtle. Real subtle.
Hey, you. UC Vanguard. Come here.
Okay. Someone wishes to
Heard you
speak to
talking
us.
with Lou. So you're going to help Dr. Walker?
3 options. I'm going to try to. Doesn't sound like I've really got another option for finding him. And why? Do you know where I can find him? We'll go with the top one.
Oh, good, good. Percival's a good guy. Listen, I know how you can do it without having to resort to any B&E. Aqueous hematite. Mars is full of it. People think it's just garbage, but Percival and I, we've been working on some projects in the deep mines. At least when he wasn't slaving away at his trade authority contract. But we stumbled on a way to make it useful and profitable. You give our research over to Octai at the trade authority, it should more than cover Percival's debt. That guy's always looking for an angle.
I was about to say this myself. The first option sounds pleasantly easy, because it really does sound easy. Other options are, I presume there's a reason you haven't handed it over already. I'm sorry, who are you? Aqueous hematite, what's that? Projects, were you guys making chems or something? Let's go with the easy route, because it just sounds too easy.
Yeah, it does. It would be. There's just one issue. We were never able to finish the research. The spacers moved in and ran us out. Started setting up shop. But if you can clear them out, I can walk you through how to finish the research.
There's the
And we
catch.
can give it over to the trade authority. They'll get folks working in the deep mines again. Jobs come back, I become a modern-day folk hero. Then I don't have to sleep on an inflated spacesuit anymore.
Okay, 5 options. Awful lot of work to avoid buying a pillow, but sure, I'll help. Fine, just tell me where this mine is. Not interested. What are spacers? And what happened to the jobs on Mars? Just tell me where the mine is.
Yeah. So access to the deep mines can be found outside the city. It's not far. Shouldn't even need to hop back in your ship. We'd set up right near the main drill. Taking out the spacer leader should get the message across to the rest of them to buzz off. Once you've managed that, phone up here on the comms panel, and I can walk you through finishing the research.
Okay, so we have options. We can either pay off Percival's debt, which I suspect is very, very large. We can sneak into the trade authority and try and alter his debt so that it's next to nothing. Or we can go for some good old-fashioned violence and clear out a mine.
Make up for it in efficiency.
Choices. To be perfectly honest, we're going for the violence route. It's just far more interesting. he said that the mine is just outside somewhere. So I'm guessing that's it over there. Nice little trip on the Martian surface. Not far. 900 meters, that's quite a distance. .600 meters to go. Always be concerned when someone says something is not far away. Always know it's a lot further than they're suggesting. Nearly 1,000 meters to them isn't not far, and I am terrified to think what they think is a far distance. We are getting there. 240. Let's utilize this opportunity to reload. Going into a mine, we'll want our weapons. I have nothing in option 1. Interesting. There's the, well, it's not the mine, but the building that's probably covering the mine. Hi. Bye. Good God. Okay, that's where we want to be. Sworn there was a guy around here somewhere. Never pass up the opportunity to grab loot. Okay, into the mines we go. See what we shall see. Ammunition, always handy. Okay. Lots of angry people. Oh, oh dear. Oh. Getting stuck in things, not good. Where are they? One, oh, big boom. Okay, running away. A sound tactic. So we know there's one more. Sure, there are others waiting for us by now. We made enough noise. He's leaving doors open for us. That's nice of him. Is he running too? That's the question.
What's that? Found one!
I just jumped over him. Got his back. Not strictly necessary to loot, but it's very silly not to grab everything you can. Or at least everything you can carry, taking into consideration that your mass does come into play when looting. No, don't want to be messing about with that. Come back and clear these out if need be. Right, let us progress. That's the kitchen, we don't want to be in there. Captain Obvious. What was it that gave me away? Was it the noise or all the dead bodies? Ooh. That's new. Oh, that was a good sentry. Clearly he was on top of his game. Idiot. Deeper into the mine we go. What do we got here? Okay. We've got more enemies on the radar, but I think we just took out their leader, so hopefully we'll do a bit of progress now. Quick scan, what's this? Contact Cambridge over the comms panel. Definitely gonna have to take out those guys as we make our way there though. One to the left somewhere, and to the right. And left. Oh, no, still two more. And one more. See if we can find him. There's the comms panel.
Hello? Oh, took care of the spacers, huh? Good. Now to finish off the research, you're gonna need to collect a sample of hematite to run through the thresher. Grab a laser cutter and head back to the chamber where you came in. Once you've got a sample, thresher's the big machine in the next room. Passcode to start it is Ares 2330. Take care of all that, and we'll have Percival's name cleared in no time.
Yeah, okay then. Right. Well, I'm pretty certain I did collect the sample. So we should be good to go. Grab some loot. Bits and pieces. Always search for anything you can get. You never know when you might get something. Right, so we got the aqueous hematite from the cavern before. I did that on my way through.
Password accepted.
Here we go. And what have we got? Aqueous hematite data. So back to the comm panel.
All set? Good. You can take the elevator in that room back to the surface. There should be a key stashed in the thresher room, if the spacers didn't make off with it. I'll be waiting at the circle.
Okay, so it looks like we're done. Let's find the key. Let's just open these up quickly. Oh, another locked one. Not messing about with that. So the key is, there it is. Free cutter. Can't argue with that. They want us to go all the way up there. What happens if we just take this one? Nothing good. Back we go. Wrong turning. So. Let's activate the scanner and hopefully it will give us directions, because now I'm a little lost. Yep, no directions. Oh, that looks a bit more promising, and I'm pretty certain that we'll get in that up here. Hopefully. No. Guess not. We are going the wrong way. You know, it's just occurred to me that they want us to take an elevator, but we don't need to take an elevator. I can find that room again. Could just fast travel. We are well and truly lost. Oh well, I did stress that this is not a super serious playthrough. Getting lost in a mine is the pure definition of casual. So back to the surface, and then what we can do, hopefully, rather than use the maze that is a mine, we can just go to Sidonia and fast travel. Just go back to the bar and hand this over to whatever his name was. No, I've completely forgotten. Well.
Ever been to Aquila?
Now you could take the elevator if you wanted to, or you could just simply jump. The bar. Cambridge Cooper, that was his name.
You've got slate, let me see. Reduced joint wear, increased lifting capacity. A dose of this stuff could make a miner way more efficient. This formula's gotta be worth at least as much as whatever Percival owes. Okay, so here's what you do. Tell Octai and the Trade Authority you found a business proposal that will make miners more efficient, higher yield, synergy, you know, all that business crap. And that you'll trade it to him for clearing Percival's debt. You good at doing pitches and stuff like that?
Probably not. Okay, 3 options. I can give it a whirl, sure. Why, I could just... I'll try that again. Why, I could sell ice to a cold guy. Okay, it's not my forte. You don't want me to ask for money? Question. Well, the whole point is clearing the debt, so asking for money is kind of stupid. Let's go with the top one.
Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, and here, a copy of the formula for yourself, in case you ever want to try maximizing your own industrial output. Oh, use that if you can. Good luck.
Okie dokie. So back to the Trade Authority. Again, you can use the elevator if you want, or if you've got a good enough boost pack, you can hit everything on the way up and jump. And there's the Trade Authority around the corner and back to Octai. Let's do a quick save. Just in case we've got to do some persuasion.
Was there something else?
4 options. I have a business proposal for you, a lucrative one. I want to pay off Percival's debt. How much does Percival owe you? And I'll be going. Well, we're not going to do either of the bottom 3 because we have a deal for him. So we're going to go with business proposal.
I'm never one to turn away an opportunity. But I'd be curious what you think you've uncovered in the Martian market that others have missed.
Martian coffee. It's the best. Okay. Call it that, actually. A chem made from aqueous hematite. I call it pick-me-up. Martian coffee was better in my opinion, but whatever. Turn aqueous hematite into liquid credits with my new patented phenomenon. We'll go with the top one. I don't think it makes any difference.
Hematite, iron and wastewater. Well, I'm not surprised no one has proposed something like this before.
And exactly what does this new drug of yours do?
Okay. 2 options. Makes your miners more efficient. I've got the data here to prove it. This slate shows a cure for human weakness. Better workers today. Let's go with the second one because that just sounds far more appealing to a money-grabbing weasel like this guy.
Sounds like it could be useful if the data backs up your claims. But where's this hematite coming from? The active mines would be too expensive to retool. The deep mines could be an option, but they're full of spacers. Or so I've heard.
Okay, 3 options. I've already cleared them out. Won't cost you a credit to get started. What if I told you I cleared the miners out for the price of nothing? Or we could go with, oh, those spacers are very, very dead. You're welcome. Again, he's a money-grabbing weasel, so we will go with middle option of nothing.
Really? Well now, that is intriguing. A completely untapped resource pool, and the sort of utility every mining firm in Sidonia would be clamoring to get their hands on. We could contract out all the actual lab work, bring on one of the hungrier mining concerns for materials. The licensing fees alone.
You can actually see pound signs or dollar signs rolling in his eyes.
This mine reopened thanks to the Martian Trade Authority. Very interesting indeed. And what do you want for the rights to this drug?
Well, if this was just a normal quest, I would definitely be picking option number 2. But since this is a quest, we'll be sensible. But the 3 options are: I want you to clear Percival's debt, or I want credits, mounds of them, or actually I need a little more time to think this over. I would be more inclined to hit number 2, but we're going to hit number 1 because we want Percival's debt cleared so that we can find out where he is.
Dr. Walker's dead? That's it? Consider it wiped.
Well, it seems we have a deal then. And here, a finder's fee from the authorities.
And we get paid as
A
well.
perfectly reasonable amount for a discovery with this sort of potential. Wouldn't want you feeling shortchanged down the road. We'll just be taking that slate before you have any second thoughts. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
Otherwise known as get lost.
Caught on the Martian surface without proper protective gear.
Okay, so we're going to speak to Lou,
Require the use of a certified safety.
who is back in that bar, I think. So we jump again. Break our legs on the way down. Back to the bartender.
Yeah?
Okay, 3 options. I took care of Percival's debt to the Trade Authority. I'll just be going. Or you said you and Percival were devils. What did you mean? Well, not interested in the bottom 2, so top one it is, took care of the debt.
Did you now? Fine work. My end of the bargain then, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devil's HQ. Place was sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit, but we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Was also going to warn you about spacers down there, but it sounds like you might have already tossed those dregs. Yeah, the pass key. I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way down.
Ironically, we have to go right back where we were. So, another opportunity to get lost in a mine. What fun. On the plus side, now we've actually been there, once we get outside, we should be good to fast travel, so that will save us a little bit of time. So, open up the map. Where are we going? Deep mines, employees exit. Well, it looks like my mistake might have just paid off. I might have just circumvented an awful lot of wandering around. So we know where we were. See where this leads. There's a door which that key we just got will unlock. There we go. Ooh, that's a long way down. Well, we could walk around, or we could try and jetpack it. I'm going to try and jetpack it. Shouldn't be hard. There we go. There's next to no gravity on Mars, so you can almost coast across that. Some free loot. Pick that lock if you want to. I'll come back and do that later. And look at that, a base inside a mine. Well, there is a route you can follow that will take you here, but again, if you've got the jetpack, then why not use it? Those look like missile silos. That's a little worrying.
So you must be the one who got me out of the red with the Trade Authority.
And there we are.
Can't say I don't appreciate it. I doubt you came all this way just to do me a favor.
Let's have a
Now
chat.
you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing the various old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts?
Right, 3 options. Dr. Walker, I've got a tissue sample I need analysed for workup. I'm here to make a delivery for an old colleague of yours, Hadrian Sanon. Or, you know how long it took me to find you, take the damn sample. Let's go with the top one because she did say to say for workup.
Tissue sample? You came all the way down here for that? Must be some damn important cells. You want to tell me what I'm about to be staring at?
Okay, two options. Terramorph cells from a world too young to have one, or Tau Gourmet's own free-range 100% human-fed Terramorph cells. I'm going with that one, I've got to.
Terramorph attack, huh? Not exactly sure why you'd be bringing that... Wait, Tau Gourmet? Like Tau Ceti Tau Gourmet? That's a joke, right? There's no settlement old enough on Tau Ceti to have a Terramorph. Either someone's setting up the worst petting zoo in the universe, or who exactly told you to bring this to me?
Okay, two options. Hadrian Sanan, or someone who said she was an old colleague of yours. Let's just drop the name.
Hadrian? She gave you this? If she made you come all the way for this. Let's get inside. I need to see these cells.
Okay, follow the dog. I love how quick he got out of his spacesuit.
Gonna ask you to not touch anything. Got some projects in the works down here. I wasn't expecting guests. Oh, and Lou mentioned how you took care of the debt. Can't say I'm thrilled the Trade Authority got their mitts on the research, but I guess that's the price you pay not to live in a cave the rest of your days. All queued up. Let's gaze into this abyss, shall we? All right, just get those cellular markers tagged. Wait, where are the markers? This can't be right. This sample, it's Londinian. I'll need to get this all in a slate. Adrian really gave you this sample. You're not lying to me? Because if you told me this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved.
Okay, that's kind of worrying. Okay, three options. The sample's not a fake. I collected it from the Terramorph myself. No kidding. If something's wrong with it, talk to Hadrian. I'm just the messenger and the bait. Or so Hadrian wasn't mistaken. That sample's a concern. We'll go with the top one because it's true.
Can't just humor an old man, huh?
No.
This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst Terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinium.
Nope. Sounds familiar, yeah, or doesn't ring a bell. Either way, I think we're going to get a long story here, so we'll just go with doesn't ring a bell.
Wiped completely off the map by Terramorphs. The swarms are so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack. But the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Tau Ceti. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any Terramorph should. Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-Terramorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinium, that's not going to end well for humanity. So, you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You want to tell me what your plans are for it now?
Give it to you and run and hide. In reality, we have several options. Orders are to take you and that analysis to Hadrian. She should be waiting at the 6th circle, which is the bar. Get your boots on, we're going to stop any more attacks before they start. We're leaving, try not to slow me down. But you said the Londinian attack was massive, right? Why is one odd Terramorph so scary? Because where there's one, there's many. Just a thought.
Drift off on you?
I'm a slow reader, give me a break. We'll go with the top one.
The circle, huh? Could use a drink about now. Here, faster we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
Oh, joy. The gripey little doc is following me. There's a terramorph when you need one. Up to the Martian surface we go, and back to Cydonia, where we go and find the 6th circle. Where apparently Hadrian will be waiting for us. Ah, another exit point. It's like a landing pad. You'd never know it was here. Okay, fast travel time. Back to Cydonia. Find the 6th circle, which I can't remember where that is. I think that was the one at the bottom again. So we'll just do the silly thing again and jump. Or just hit everything on the way down, whichever works. There we go, 6th circle, bar at the bottom, and there's Hadrian.
Hadrian.
Percival. My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say...
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back.
More chatty. You know that, or I should stay out and those two can get reacquainted. Should I give him a couple of minutes, or should we just go in?
Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
Makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble.
3 options. A little more gunfire than I usually like on my delivery jobs, but nothing I couldn't manage. It was no walk in the park. Too much trouble is exactly how I'd describe the experience I just had. Well, to be honest, none of those would apply, because that was the most interesting part of this quest so far, but okay. Let's just go with the last one.
That's definitely not what I thought I was signing you up for. But thank you. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinium.
Londinium. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's going to take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on 2 conditions. 1, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And 2, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us.
Great, now I'm involved. Joy. Okay, options. If all you need is someone to charm some higher-ups, I'm your gal. Doesn't sound like any run-of-the-mill data you're after. Think you owe me an explanation. The cabinet, what's that? What's the Armistice Archives, and what does it have to do with the Freestyle Collective and House of Arun? Let's just go with the Charm Offensive.
Well, that's about the best news I've had all day. But before you commit, I want to make sure you know the whole story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists.
The fact that he called you Major was kind of a giveaway.
That deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC Xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we've done.
In other words, we got what we want, now get lost before you get us in trouble. Right, options. I actually know who you are and your past. Well, that's none of my concern. Give me a chance to read, lady. Still doesn't explain what this Terramorph data is doing in the archives. Was wondering if you were ever going to share that nugget with me. Or then what does that make you two now? Is the UC going to throw me in prison for helping you? Just go with the top one.
Oh, well, that means a lot. It's not something I'm exactly proud of. But it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying Terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it.
Right then, more options. Okay then, let's talk to this cabinet. Not thrilled about you keeping information from me, but I guess I can help you. I'm going to need some time to think about this. Why wouldn't the cabinet agree to help us? And why should I trust you with this data? How do I know it's not dangerous? Well, of course it's dangerous. It's all to do with the Terramorphs, and that wasn't exactly a pretty sight. Let's go speak to the cabinet. We'll learn lots more that way, I think.
Alright. I'm gonna go get this work up into the cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
And there we go. And with that, we complete the quest. We are done with delivering devils, and we move on to Eyewitness, which will be next episode. So we will stop there. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. The story will continue. We will get to the bottom of everything that's going on. And if you enjoyed it, a thumbs up would be hugely appreciated. Subscribe if you want. There's plenty more to come from this and some other Starfield stuff and a few other games that I'm beginning to work on now. Leave a comment if you feel like it. And I'll see you all in the next one.